So what I'm about to talk about in this video, I've already talked about, but I definitely need to reiterate it here. We are quite a few weeks after the launch of Modern Warfare. We're about a month and 2 weeks in, and definitely a lot of things have been improved on, and the game has gotten better since launch, and I give mad props to Infinity Ward for that. Big game launches are never easy, and as much as I wish every game I bought worked on launch night, they often need lots of work, they need balance, they need tweaking, they need optimization, and I get that, and it's nice to see the game moving in the right direction overall, but my main problem right now is that this page right here, Charlie Intel, has not been given anything to report. See, Charlie Intel grabs all of the important information that's out there about Modern Warfare and puts it on this Twitter page, and there's nothing to report. The lead game designers, multiplayer designers, art directors, none of them have been speaking out on the issues the community has. Issues that, even though I don't share 100% of all of them, I still want them to be talked about. I still want there to be some sort of communication. Not just one interview with a streamer or a pro player where they say, oh, we're looking into it. They need to be putting out weekly blog posts about what they're doing and what their plan is. I've said this before and I mean it, I don't think many things are going to happen before Christmas. I think we're going to have to wait till after the holiday season to get a lot of the changes that we want. And I'm not asking for a patch in this video. I never even thought the game needed an overhaul. I really don't think that at all. So I'm not talking about that. We're not talking about, hey, Infinity Ward, patch the game, patch this gun, fix this map, fix these spawns. As much as I think some things need to be fixed, that's not why I'm here. All I want is communication. I don't want them to remove skill-based matchmaking. I want them to talk about it with the community. I didn't want them to completely change the Battle Pass. I wanted them to be open and clear about it. In case you guys don't know, the Battle Pass actually does use XP. It takes in your challenge XP, some match XP, your playtime. Double XP doesn't affect it, and it's a little inconsistent, but the thing is that a YouTuber by the name of Sour had to figure that out. He made the video I wish I could have made about it, because he did actual testing and he had a spreadsheet. It was really cool. I recommend you go to Sour's channel. If you look up Sour on YouTube, he's the first channel that comes up. He's a great guy, does great content. But he had to play detective to figure out how the Battle Pass worked when it's something that the community has to purchase if they want all the tiers. And whether or not you think it's that much money or it's just cosmetics, it's still something that the community should have openly explained, not just, oh, it's XP and playtime and whatever. There's no measurement of the battle pass. Like, you can't see how much XP is required to get to the next tier. The bar just moves, and you're kind of forced to approximate how much XP equals how much progression. When you play against really sweaty players, you have to guess whether or not skill-based matchmaking, and that sort of paranoia leads to confirmation bias and leads to people making claims that just end up not being true later, like Prestigious Key's claims about the Battle Pass being time-based, or my claims about maybe it's just challenge XP. It's wrong. We're wrong because we're guessing, and I don't think we should have to pull up spreadsheets and grab footage and play a certain set of matches and find the average XP of each match. And no, there needs to be some sort of forward communication coming from the dev team. Again, not asking for a magic patch to fix everybody's issues. I'm saying we need to talk about the minimap. We need to talk about the ghost perk. We need to talk about skill-based matchmaking. We need to talk about the tanks in Ground War. We need to talk about spawns. And they need to be forward and honest with us about what is going on in the game. Because not everybody is an involved member of the community. Not everybody has all of the experience that someone like me has with the Call of Duty franchise. So, to other people, they're just losing trust in Infinity Ward. That's all they're doing. It's not going to be this sort of, well, I'm sure they're busy. No, the average consumer that just plays COD and maybe tweets about it sometimes, that person is just thinking, where's my info? Where's my patch? Why isn't this nerfed? I guess they're just slow. I guess they don't care. Fuck, the game's dead. There is a large, an unsettling amount of people, okay? There's a large, unsettling amount of people that believe that if a patch doesn't come out that fixes the thing that they think is broken, the game is going to die. They believe the game lives and dies with Twitch viewers. They believe the game is dead, and they will tell you the game is dead, even if it's in the top 5 most played games on Xbox and PlayStation. Doesn't matter. It's dead to them. I have already been told that Modern Warfare is dead and it hasn't been out 2 months. Now, these people are ignorant, and they're wrong. But I don't blame them for thinking that. The developers cannot go silent. Now, obviously, the developers have been good to us. Activision's been good to us. One of the things that Sour pointed out in his video was that Modern Warfare as a game is incredibly consumer friendly. Like, he was pointing out that games still only cost $60. So despite inflation and everything, a new game is still $59.99 here in the States. And yet, this game does not charge you for maps. This game is a games as a service package, which provides free, easily obtainable weapons, free maps, free missions in Spec Ops, more modes, a evolving narrative with the Spec Ops characters and the operators. So that's what we're getting for $60, whereas before, $60 gave you a game that barely ever got patched. You had to pay extra for maps. You had to pay, I mean, with Black Ops 2, one of the things Sour pointed out, in Black Ops 2, you had to spend $15 for a DLC gun, and that DLC gun was no slouch. The Peacekeeper, everyone knows, is a damn good gun. And you had to pay $15 to get 4 maps and a zombies map to get that gun, just to get that gun. They didn't start selling weapons separately until Call of Duty Ghosts and Advanced Warfare, and then of course the dark times came, but that's a whole other subject. Now you just progress through 31 tiers and you get 2 new weapons, which is obtainable. And the thing is, because of this lack of communication, there are people saying it takes 2 hours to complete a tier, or 200 hours to complete the battle pass, which is just plain wrong. But again, I can't blame these ignorant, entitled people for acting ignorant and entitled when Infinity Ward isn't being open and honest about things. People have so much uncertainty, and you can only blame the creators of the product for that. On the other hand though, honestly, people are so entitled, so pessimistic when it comes to Call of Duty these days. I'm surprised the developers even still tweet us at all. I saw people saying, why are you releasing new maps for a game that's dead, when they were releasing Crash and Port and the 2 new gunfight maps for free, and the new Spec Ops experience as the new weapons and the new operator for free? And then everyone was like, I don't know, game's dead. It's like, this is good. You bought a game as a service, and so far the service has been good, but the communication hasn't been. I know it's not easy to be a developer. They can't just wave a magic wand and fix the game. And I know things right now, surprisingly, are better in a lot of ways than they were before when it came to developer support and post-launch content. Because in my opinion, you are not entitled to cosmetics. In my opinion, the game is solid. The problem is, we can't trust the people running it behind the scenes right now. And this is what happened before with previous COD games, and what needed to happen then was dev streams, where the developers get on camera. They did this during Infinite Warfare. They got on camera and they talked about their plans, they discussed things with the community, and Charlie Intel pretty much always had something to report from those dev streams, which was great. Now, I don't know if that was because Infinity Ward's popularity wasn't as high and they needed to do everything they could to keep people around. I could understand that, I could get that. Because regardless about what you think when it comes to Modern Warfare is a popular product, and it sold really, really well. Right now, as I'm talking, Modern Warfare, without a zombies mode, mind you, is the second most played game on Xbox alone. Just most played game, second most played game. It's only beaten by Fortnite, but it's beating GTA, Rainbow Six, NBA 2K, Apex Legends, Madden. The second most played game on Xbox is not dead. But the community's relationship with Infinity Ward feels kind of dead right now to me. If they want to change the community's opinion of them and the game, they need to start making waves. They need to start making posts and updates and live streams. They need to start being forward with what they're doing and what's going on in the background. So in the comment section of this video, can you guys please let me know what you want them to talk about? Don't talk about a magic patch that would fix the game. Talk about what you want them to be forward about. I'm sure a lot of you are going to say skill-based matchmaking, but that's fine. I want to get a feel for what you want them to speak out about. Let me know down below, and I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.
We've got Bravo.
It's like a smoke, but they can see through it.
Whoever is doing that needs to stop.
Securing Alpha.
Just because you can hit X
Charlie, go.
doesn't mean you should.
They control the battlefield.
Seriously.
I've been found out.
I've literally... Fucking Jesus Christ, Ian.
Did it get you killed?
Well, I was leaving because of it, so now I got caught in the middle of a double sprint.
We've lost B.
Best time to wear a striped sweater is all the time. One with a collar, turtleneck.
Secure
That's
Bravo.
the guy.
We're halfway there. Keep fighting.
You know, you sing that often when you're frustrated.
Yeah, I know. It's it's son of a whore. I see you over there.
Shit.
Syntax.
Can you come to A? I have an ammo box. I need the ammo box challenge thing done.
Oh, fuck you. Can you come across all the way over the map? Not play the game just so I can get some XP?
Losing ground.
I know, being an ass.
UAV overhead.
There's this. That's not it. That's newspaper. Ah! You cunt! Alright, that's it. It's my last game for the night.
Newspaper.